Yeah, that is all the pastrami that's steaming in there. Woo! This is the world famous number 19 pastrami, which a lot of people say is not just the best pastrami in LA, but possibly the best in all of America. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Steve from Rockstar Eater coming to you with another rockin' episode. And I am out here in Los Angeles, kind of west of downtown, because I'm gonna be checking out one of the most iconic restaurants in LA. Right here is Langer Deli. If you guys have not heard, this is one of the most popular and highest rated delis that you can find in Los Angeles, and they are most known for their pastrami sandwiches. Many say that this is the best, the greatest pastrami that you can find in all of LA. So this is the video I encourage you to stick all the way to the end of, especially if you're looking for pastrami in Los Angeles, because I'm going to be showing you really the best place that you can get it in LA at Langer's Deli. And also, if you're new to this channel, take a moment right now to hit that subscribe button, as well as that notification bell, because I post these food and travel videos weekly you don't want to miss out on. So go ahead, do that right now. And in the meantime, I'm going to be heading into Langer's Deli, and I'm going to be trying this world famous pastrami. How exciting!
My parents opened a restaurant in 1947. They purchased it from two German immigrants, and they were dedicated to put out some of the finest pastrami and products in the deli business across the United States. Since then, our biggest seller, our number 19, which is our claim to fame, pastrami, coleslaw, Swiss cheese, and Russian dressing on rye bread, has become the sandwich of America. I've won the Michelin Gourmand Award, and I won the James Beard Award. So I think I've got a credential to invite you in to enjoy.
As you can see, this is a pretty big menu. So if you're thinking of getting something other than the pastrami, they got you covered for breakfast and lunch. But everybody comes to get the pastrami. You can have pastrami made in different ways, from like hot pastrami to pastrami French dip to even corned beef. That looks pretty awesome. So as you can see, it's not a cheap restaurant, $27, definitely one of the more expensive pastramis you'll find in LA, but it is very famous, so it's for an occasion. So yes, all the pastrami is made in-house. It begins with curing it, brining it, then seasoning it with peppercorn, and then it goes into a steamer until it can get that perfect, tender texture. They would cut all the slices, so not machine cut, hand cut. This is really one of the coolest things that I've seen. I mean, just by looking at the meat itself, I know this pastrami is going to be really the best. That's pretty awesome. They even sliced their rye bread too. Look at that. Yeah, look at that. I don't think I've ever seen bread sliced like this before. Well, and look what else they have here at Langer's Deli. So they have the corned beef as well, which is very popular deli food. And they have this one, the brisket. This is really a pastrami factory. They got so much staff back here slicing the pastrami, making it ready for dine-in and to go. Everybody gets it here, so you know that this is really the destination for it. I'm so excited. So I do want to let you know that parking is very difficult in this neighborhood, but thankfully they do have a parking lot around the corner where after validation, I think it's still about like $4 or $5, but it's better than trying to find parking on the streets in this densely populated area. And I'm pretty sure it is worth it, because this restaurant, I heard, has won so many awards. Everything from James Beard to Michelin Guide. I mean, almost every award under the sun, calling this the best place to get pastrami in LA. Since I am here, why not go all out with the food, right? This one is their famous number 19. So yes, this is the pastrami with the coleslaw, the Swiss cheese, and the rye bread, as well as the Russian dressing. And it does come with a pickle on the side. So as you can see, this is not your Cali-style pastrami that's very popular in Los Angeles. This is more of your Jewish deli pastrami, much like the ones you'll find in New York City. I'm gonna waste no time in trying the number 19, this one that everybody raves about. That is an excellent pastrami. It is like mind-blowing. Just the meat itself really makes this entire pastrami. See, you can just eat the meat itself and you can enjoy it.
You ready, ladies?
Very tender, so fatty, and it's so well brined and seasoned. The coleslaw makes it kind of sweet, kind of crispy, refreshing. The cheese, of course, you add cheese to anything. You know, that slight saltiness makes it taste really good, right? And of course, you got to have your Russian dressing. Let's see, where is it? Ah, it's right here. Can you guys see it? Oh yeah, that kind of like a salmon orange color. This is the dish that they've been serving since they opened this place like over 7 years ago. And that's really one of the reasons why it's so popular, because they are so consistent with the way that they make it. I haven't had a deli style pastrami in quite a while, because a lot of the ones I would go to were from those fast casual places, you know, like with the hoagie bread and with thinly sliced pastrami meat and the mustard on it, which is really good. I mean, that's really the LA style pastrami. But you can go find some delis that make really good pastrami too, such as this one. So as you can see, the pastrami French dip looks a little bit different. It's on a different kind of bread. So this one you would dip in here, and it is a popular way to eat sandwiches in Los Angeles. Okay, yeah, there's no sauce in here, so just the bread, the pastrami, almost like a baguette bread. But then you would dip it in here, and it would make it into a pastrami French dip. So this is the one you should get if you're not into all the coleslaw, the cheese, and everything they put inside, which I suggest you do get, by the way. But if you're wanting something that's more simple, yeah, like I said, this one has the pastrami meat itself, and then you got the bread. There's no sauce in here, nothing else. You got this one right here, and you would kind of more enjoy the simplicity of the meat and the bread. I think I enjoy the number 19 more, but if you're really into the pure flavor of the meat, then for sure I would say get this one. And I must mention that all the pastramis come with the pickle too. Okay, I mean, not groundbreaking. It tastes like a standard pickle, but a very good tasting one. Very sour and very crunchy. I think you should eat it in between your sandwiches. Now, I heard that this one is really one of the best things to get here. This is their pastrami cheese fries. Yeah, it looks really good. I heard a lot of people order this here as well, so of course, I'm gonna try it. Oh, that is like the best pastrami chili cheese fries I've had. Because there are some other places that make this in LA too, but this one I feel is like as good as it gets, because you have the house-made pastrami on top of it, and plus you have the fresh-made fries. I mean, everybody does the fresh-made fries, but then you have the cheese and the house-made chili. I mean, this thing is quite a masterpiece.
Show, please.
That right there is total food porn. It's not good for you, not at all. So I would not recommend this for the health conscious, but if you're willing to go out and just have something very tasty regardless of the health benefits, then you got to make the trip here just to try this. And this one is the Matoball Soup. This is the larger of the two sizes on the menu. I think this might be the first time that I've tried a Matoball Soup. Yeah, because I don't go to Jewish delis that often. I have no recollection of when I had this in the past. So at least I'm going to remember it today, right? So the broth is like a chicken broth, a little bit on the salty side. I guess that's the way it's supposed to taste, right? Actually, no, not that spongy. It's very melt in your mouth. I mean, not the best soup I've ever had in the world, but I guess if you've grown up eating matzo ball soup, then this is like comfort food, Jewish comfort food. And this one is called the Kish, which is a Jewish potato pastry. You can get this with the meat, but I heard that the potato one is the one you got to get. And see, it comes with a brown sauce, but you can also choose the red sauce if you want. But I heard that the brown one is better to have this one with. Woo! All right, that's how the inside looks. You see the potato? I think you're actually supposed to cut it with your fork and knife. Oh well. Let's have some fun with it, right? All right, let's try it with some of this sauce. Okay, I'm enjoying that a lot. I'm into potato balls, potato pastry, so I knew when I heard the description of it that I had to get it. And it is very popular here too, especially if you love potatoes. You see all the potatoes inside? Very soft. Yeah, almost tastes like mashed potatoes. But then the outside is like a pastry, so it has kind of a bite to it. But then once you dip it into gravy, it's almost like eating gravy with mashed potatoes. But just, you know, in a pastry kind of form. This is really good. I like it. I think you should order it if you want to try something new, because I've never tried this before, and I'm surely going to get it again. And this one is the corned beef Reuben. This I also heard is a very popular sandwich here. I haven't had a corned beef sandwich in a long time, like really a long time. So this is pretty exciting for me. It's pretty stacked too. I love the crispy rye bread. Like I said, I've had corned beef sandwich before, but it's been a very long time, so I can't quite remember what it tastes like. But it's very similar to the pastrami. Yeah, I think, is it pastrami meat? Let me see. Well, not exactly, but as you can see, very similar. It's beef, and it's very thinly sliced. Now, here's another very popular Jewish deli food that you should try. For sure, it's very popular in New York City. But hey, I mean, even here in LA, you'll find some really good spots that make a nice corned beef sandwich, and the deli is definitely the ideal place to get it. If I ordered any of these individual sandwiches, I would be very happy, but for sure you got to get the number 19. I mean, that's a given. I'm not going to argue with that. The number 19 is really the way to go at this restaurant, so there's a reason why everybody gets it here. But then two other dishes that I was very surprised with are the chili cheese fries with the pastrami, which is equally mind-blowing, as well as the Kish. Yeah, so definitely get those three, if nothing else, when you come to this restaurant. So yes, it is here in Los Angeles, like I said, just a little bit west of downtown, right next to MacArthur Park. Yeah, you're really gonna like it, especially if you love the deli-style pastrami. It's really as good as it's gonna get here in LA. All right, guys, so before I close out this episode, I want to give a shout out to Norm once again, who's the awesome owner at Langer's Deli. So when you come to this iconic restaurant, look out for Norm, tell him you saw this video, and he's going to take really good care of you, right, Norm?
I look forward to meeting everybody, and please look for me and introduce yourself when you come in.
All right, awesome. Well, anyways, thank you so much for watching, guys. You know what to do. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next food adventure.